Okay, more people are coming in. Hold on. So we're going to go over I'm going to give you guys a little crash course on the WSET Level 2. And we're probably going to be here probably for an hour and a half. Okay. Um, and then we'll have the last half an hour we'll talk. Yeah, last half an hour we'll talk. Actually, can I put the AI on here too? I will. I'll put the AI on here too because it takes notes, but I'm also going to give you the presentation. If you guys have just joined the study hall, welcome. My name is Maia Parish. Please put your state, where you're from, in the chat. We would love to know. Thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate y'all. I put the AI companion on Zoom, so it records everything. And I'll keep clicking on it, and I believe it saves it, and then you can distribute it. This is also being recorded, and you guys can get this recording, I'm sure. And then some people have their Otter AI, or you can use your computer to screen. If you're on your phone, you can use your phone for screen recording. All the phones have them now. Okay, I definitely recommend that. And you need to write things down. Okay. So we're going to start. I'm going to take over. Oh, who has a question? You can unmute yourselves.
Okay, I do.
Okay.
Before you get started, I have a quick question. So
yes.
I'm taking the WSET, but in spirits. Are you covering spirits and wine or just wine?
So the level 2, it says that technically it's the Wine and Spirits Education Trust. Okay. The level 2 is majority wine. There is a portion on there that has spirits and fortified. Okay. But there's not a lot of information on there. If there is now a WSET spirits one that's separate completely. Oh, if you showing a book, I can't see it. Your background is
I'm
in
trying. Yeah.
Well, so what I can do is give you some pointers, okay? The book and the spirits and the wine portion are structured the same, but if you decide to opt out, that's fine. Because
Okay.
we're going mainly over, the book that I'm going over is for the wine portion. However, I did some research. The spirits is the same format, okay?
Okay.
I can give you some pointers and then give you some things where to go. You can, if you want to come back about 45 minutes, I'm gonna go where the nuggets are, and then that can also be a place because there's spirit stuff on there too. Okay, I saw it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions?
Hi, just a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in level 3 and I'm taking my test soon, but so I've already passed level 2, but I just felt like I know you are doing a level 3,
Yep.
but I just felt like you can always learn more. It doesn't matter. Do you
Yeah.
think that it is beneficial for me to stay, or should I just jump in for level 3 when you do it?
You need to go to level 3, Brittany.
Okay, so just skip this
Okay.
one.
We will
All
see you in
right.
2 more weeks. And if
All
we
right.
do the level, it'll be March. I believe the 19th and the 26th, whatever the last 2
Okay.
Wednesdays, that's where we'll be going. Okay.
All right. I'll see you then. Thank you.
All right. You have a good day.
You too.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Any more questions? All right. As you can see, I like to get to it. So let's get to it. Okay. I'm gonna take over the screen. I will be monitoring the chat. Please, if you can raise your hand, you can type it in a question in the chat, and or you can unmute yourself. Don't talk over each other. That would be great. Okay, because we got to go over a lot of stuff. Lord help us. Where is my actual Zoom? Okay, so I have. Here we go. Welcome to study hall. All right, you guys. Let me know when you can see my screen. All right, y'all can see it? Okay, let me minimize this. Can I move it? Oh, I love computers that work. Oh, I love computers that work. I'm telling you, my computer, this is not my computer. This is my boyfriend's computer because mine, it just decided it wanted to die on me. Okay. I forgot. Oh, I'm on. Okay. Hmm. You gotta love Canva. It's a woman-owned company from Canada. Bravo. They've been doing some amazing things. All right, really quick. What I want to tell you guys about me is I'm a low tech. I call myself a low tech. So I know a lot, I know a little bit about some software, about how to find things. I love chat GPTs. I have a small certificate in that in Midjourney. So I actually do have a degree, a bachelor's in communications, and I have almost a master's in HR in organizational development, but I dropped out of that to devote time to wine. I took my W-2. I was trying to think about it. I took my W-2, I think between 08 and 10. My daughter was born in 12. I'm 50 years old, okay? So she was born in 12. So it probably was around 08 because I was working with the government. Yeah, so around that. All right. So it's been a minute, but what I've learned is the test just evolves. It doesn't, the structure doesn't change. I went and looked up the 2025 that's out. I think they just updated this book. My people are telling me they updated the 25 is basically the 23 book. And then before that, they hadn't updated it for 5 years. Okay. So when they update the book, it's just basically with the regions and stuff like that. So every 4 slides, I'll stop sharing to see if there's any questions in the chat, you guys. Okay. Because I won't be able to see. I just realized because I have to ungut it. All right. So wine. Wine is the sunlight held together by water. I think that is absolutely true in an abstract way. Oh, I also have to tell you that I have a neurodivergent brain. So what does that mean? I have ADHD and I have dyslexia. So when I teach in that mindset. I try to do a 365-degree type of experience. So if you guys and I talk to all the people who have ADHD, but I talk to everyone. So I like to see things in abstract. Oh, look, it came down. Let's look. Are there any questions? Okay, hold on. I'm checking. Thank you for naming this and sharing. Oh, okay. Wonderful. I'm just checking. All right, y'all. So when I drink wine, I drink and I see pictures and I see visions, and that's how I learn. So when I took, oh, let's go back. I'm sorry. When I took this exam, um, um, it was something that I was very proud of because this is not an easy test. If you look this test up on in the academia world, I believe the W level 2 is like it's like an associate's, okay? And associates are still cool. I don't know who told y'all different, okay? Degrees are still cool. I do think that you need some type of a formal training and education when it comes to wine, no matter what you do. So you'd have to decide what what side you want to be on, okay? The WSET level 2 to me is an academia. It's for people who want to learn more about wine. It's less about being a sommelier. It's more about understanding the information. So here's the test. So to pass the test, you got to get a 55 or higher, right? That's it, y'all. Nobody cares about distinction and merit. I know that people like, oh, I'm gonna shoot for that. All you gotta do is pass, okay? That's it, 55. So that means you gotta get 28 out of 50 questions correct, okay? This is a numbers game. And for the people, and it's the breakdown of the results are here, okay? All right, so shoot, of course, for high, right? But understand as long as you pass, okay? People are not out here asking you, did you pass with merit or distinction? Okay, all right. The test is 50 multiple choice questions. It takes you guys about an hour, and they're designed to assess knowledge across the range of topics that cover the WSET Level 2 course. You need to take your time and answer confidently. So I recommend not rushing and reviewing your exam once completed. Pointers. If you are a functioning person like myself, I was not able to take multiple choice questions when I was in college. I've been in college for a long time. When I started out, because I recognized it was difficult for me, so I would go to the teachers and be like, hey, professors, can I do can I write this out, or can I do an essay? And a lot of them would let me do it, okay? Multiple choice for me was very confusing. I don't care if the answer was, if it's 1 + 1 = 2, and then A is 2, and B is 3, and C is 4, and 5 is D, all the above, my brain would war with itself. Even though, and so I had to start to learn to write that. As soon as I read the question, write down the answer. Okay, and then see if they match, and then match them up. So I wrote this test in that this piece in that way. So the test is broken up into a couple of areas, okay? And who doesn't have the book? If you don't have the book, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. Let me make sure I'm getting everybody. Am I going down? All right, so, all right, you guys, so never fear. Look, somebody's about to come in. Never fear, okay? I'm gonna show you some ways for you to get around this, getting the book, okay? We gonna get to that at the end. There's this site that I found that has all the books on there. All you gotta do is pay. I think it's a monthly rate, but I think they give you like a week. And I'll tell you how to get around the book. It's at the end, okay? All the juicy parts are at the end. All right, so, and welcome to the chat. I think it was Dr. Frazier. We just started. Please put the state that you're from in the chat, please. I think I saw a PhD pop in the room. All right. I think I see 4 people saying that they didn't have the book. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more people. All right, y'all. We got you. We got you. Okay, so the book is broken up, of course, into just chapters, right? And if you guys don't know, if you're learning about wine, I did not take the level 1. Let me just be clear on how I actually went in this class. I went to this class, quote unquote, thinking that I was at a wine tasting. I forgot to put my nails on. I thought I was at a wine tasting, or I don't know. Yeah. And then I was like 20 minutes into the class, I was like, I said, what is this about? He said, oh, this is the level 2 class. I said, level what? And I realized, oh, this is a real like real thing. And I kind of stayed because I was like, I'm sure I wasn't supposed to be in this class. But I think in 30 minutes after that, I had a come to Jesus moment because I had been in catering and food and restaurants my whole life since I was 15. So then when I got into wine, I only got into wine because when I was doing catering gigs, people kept asking me specific questions about the wine. All I was drinking was uh Moscato, if you want to be honest. Okay, I single-handedly sold out the area in my on my block. So there's that. And so I wanted to learn more. I went to a tasting, but it ended up being level 2 class. I stayed, and then boom, here we are, right? I was like, this is great. Let me get out of food. Let me get into wine because there's still food here. So this is about, it's broken up into areas, right? You're gonna learn, of course, about, you know, if you took the level 1, you're gonna definitely, it's gonna, this is a really, really more in-depth test. The book is thick, it's pretty thick. I would suggest that you get the book. If you can, if you don't buy the book, get the study guide and the workbook. I think they're still $20, but I'll show you a place where you can get them too. Okay, just so you know. So you're gonna go over environmental stuff, right? We're not really gonna spend a lot of time on this, but I'm gonna tell you guys, whatever's in that book, you need to learn the book, okay? You need to learn the book. The test is very book based. It's not a lot of theory in this exam, okay? It is very book based. It is heavily European. I'm gonna say that again. This is it's in London, okay? This is in a Europe, this test is in London, is based in London. So this is a heavy European-based test. This test has light spirits. It has a little information on the US, besides the obvious parts. It has a little bit of information on 4 to 5, but they are on the test, okay? They are on the test. You're going to go into, of course, winemaking and bottle aging, red versus white processes, the impact of oak and aging. And you're going to get into all of the technical terms for viniculture, wine growing, grape growing techniques. That was my least amount, that was my least, you know, as you can see, my brain is trying to work. That area was the part that I struggled with. Okay, grape growing, viniculture, I still struggle with it because I can read it, but I need to actually see it and be in the dirt and all the stuff now, right? But you figure out, you're going to go through that and you're just going to start figuring out, definitely know the structure of a grape. Know the difference between how red and wine and rosé, sparkling wine, fortified, how that is conceived, right? You guys want to know all the things about oak aging. All of those, they're going to go through that. Please take note of those areas. Faults, you're going to go over a little bit of the faults. Specifically the ones that are, I know there's how many faults, like 34? I think they definitely covered the top 10, okay? The next part of the book goes into tasting techniques, okay? They're going to go over principal grapes, regions, the difference between old world, new world. They're going to go over cool climate, warm climate, okay? And you definitely are going to have a couple of tests. I think there's 5 on that. I think there's 7. Yeah, 7. You're going to go over grape varieties, the regions, the key wine regions with their dominant grapes, and all of that. How climate affects. They're going to go over the difference between organic, sustainable, biodynamic, regenerative. All of those things are all in the book. I believe that the 2015 book, 25 book has I don't know if it has the 24 updates for organic production. I haven't seen the book, but I think it might, because I think I think they already updated the website. If you guys are buying it from the website, the actual physical books, no, I don't believe they got to those in time. And I think that as I said, this is the update is probably from 23. And when you guys sign up to take, I don't know if you sign, I don't know how you guys are signed up because you guys are in the society in a group, but they usually will send you, hey, these are the latest updates for the 2025, and it'll be it'll say page so-and-so, and it'll give you the additional updates. Like I don't think they have any of the 25 regions on there, and there's only 2 new ones that I think. But anyway, so you're definitely gonna go over that. All right, so let's get into it's gonna keep going through exploring key wine regions globally. You guys are gonna go through the key wine regions. What are their dominant grapes? Labeling terms. Most of them are gonna give you maybe their top 5. It's not gonna get as detailed as they do in level 3. And I also took the CSW. If you guys don't know, I took the level 2, the level 3, and I took the certified specialist of wine under the Society of Wine Educators. So I've taken all 3 exams. Okay. So I definitely know what I'm talking about when it comes to taking them. Pay particular attention to the sparkling and fortified, okay, especially when it comes to sherry and port. There are definitely like 2 questions on there. The book doesn't have a lot of it's not a huge chapter, and I did the mistake one time of learning, concentrating on the big chapters, and then when I took the practice test, I was like, oh my gosh, these little questions, these little pages, like this one that I think at the time I took it, they had like 2 pages on USA, just period. They had California was 1 page, and then they lumped Oregon, Washington, and Virginia together. People are still coming in. And so, hold on, you guys. Where'd she go? I have to stop sharing. Somebody's trying to come in. Did I let her in? Okay, I let her in. All right, sorry about that. Okay. And let me check the chat. All right, any new questions? DC. Okay, thank you. All right, let's go back. Okay. All right, you guys. So yeah, know how the definitely spend some time in sparkling and fortified wines. I definitely feel like there's about at least there are 3 to 4 definite questions on sparkling, and then there are maybe 2 to 3 questions on fortified wine. Definitely 1 on sherry. We'll talk about sherry one day. All right. So when you guys get this in PDF form, all the links are here, okay? So we're gonna get into how to take the test, how to start to prepare to take the test. So these links that I found on here have some quizzes on here. This test is, again, book-based. It's so book-based that when you're taking the practice test, I will tell you by the 2025, or find it or borrow someone's version of what they have, the practice tests on there and that workbook, because you will see those same questions on the test. In my opinion, they use about 10 of those questions from your practice test and from your study guide. They used at least 10 of those and they put those on the test. You don't know which ones they are, but they are definitely on the test. Just making sure everybody's all right. Can you paste the links in the chat? I'm gonna go to them. Okay, and you guys are gonna get a copy of, I can't paste them now, but I'm gonna go to them right now so you can see them. And then you're gonna get a copy of this whole presentation in a PDF form so you guys can go to the links. Okay, so see, so here's it. I put as much as I could on there. So this one is from chapter 4. It goes over the grape growing, and then at the end of it, it gives you a score and it gives you the real answers. Okay. This is a great practice exam, a practice test. Okay. And you will see now, maybe not from this quiz per se, okay, but you will see the ones from the book and the workbook. You will definitely see those on the test. I noticed that. Okay, so that one is for the grape growing, because the next chapter is viticulture and winemaking, which was chapter 4. I didn't see the other. I didn't see chapter 2 and 3 quiz on there, but here's another one that I found for you guys. So this one, yeah, this is chapter 5. I found chapter 5, okay? And I believe I'll look on there and see if they're all listed. I don't think they have. I think I was able to find the ones that pertain to each one. So you can practice with these. They're already on here. So this is the one for chapter 4, and this is chapter 5. I didn't see 1 through 3, but I'll check. Okay. You want to continue to take these practice quizzes. And let's see. Let's go to the next one. Oh, okay. See, I did a little something. All right. So when you get into the grape varieties, all of these are tests, okay, that you guys can take. And they're going to go over the main grapes. Okay. I don't want to call them mother grapes anymore, but we're going to go over the main grapes. Okay. And so these are some really great quizzes that you guys can definitely check out. Hold on. And once the book starts going through, the book starts breaking down. I think the level 2 has. Does anybody have their book to check me? I believe that the book is how many chapters does it have? I want to say it has like 20. Level 2 has like in the 20s. Someone check and put that in the chat. But oh, I see somebody will already look. Hold up. 20. Boom, I was on it, but I'm not that old. Is it worth studying from my book and workbook from 2 years ago? Yes, Felicia. You said 25. Okay. I was close. I know it's in the 20s. The level 3 has 40. I want to say 49 chapters. So okay. Yes, Felicia. That 2-year book, you can still use it. Okay. It is worth taking it over. I went, and that's what, another pointer. Use a pencil. Use a pencil. Don't use a pen. Do not use a pen. Use a pencil on your workbook, because I guarantee I'm going to tell you, go back, erase everything and go and take that book over. And, or if you download the book from the actual site, and you guys do that form, then go print it up and then print up 2 of them. Okay. Print up 2 of them. Because you want to take the book, you want to use both of them at the same time. And is the workbook and the study guide the same thing now? Because I don't know about level 2. It's been a minute. I'm drinking non-alcoholic wine, you guys. It's not even from the US. And it's so good. Oh my God, I'm still on my sober radical. It's a Sauvignon Blanc. You have two separate books. Okay, so it's a study guide and then it's a workbook, right? Okay, that's what I thought. So you want to definitely, if you don't get the book, get the current version for the study guide and the workbook. If you cannot afford it, no shame, we gonna get there, okay? I'm gonna show you what to do, okay? All right, so again, all of these are listed. Pinot Noir, Riesling, as you guys can see, I put all of them here, okay? All the level 2s, and this is the ones that I can find, okay? I don't think that, I think I only have about, I think you guys are gonna be short about 3 chapters, but never fear, because Maia is here. Okay, here we go. All right, oh, this one is for sparkling and fortified. Again, please spend time here. Do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. All right. So I put the, oh gosh, oh, I've been working out. I put this in here because I just thought this was important. Okay. These are blank wine maps. I believe there's 6 on here. Did it say forbidden? Oh, it's blocked on here. Okay, because this ain't my computer. All right, but, oh wait, here it is. Okay. When I send this to you, hold on, is the quiz here? It's gonna let me do the quiz. I put in this link. It is a blank wine maps. I believe there's 8 countries in there. It is definitely worthy. I would tell you that will help you. It will give you a visual. What I did was I printed up my wine maps. I put them on and I blew them up on the printer. What is it? Is it 11 by 15? I can't remember, y'all. I think I blew them up to 11 by 15 because I went and bought poster. I went and bought sketching board paper and the thick kind, okay? And then I glued the map on there. And then I filled everything in, and then on the back of the map, I wrote down the grapes. But I did that for the CSW because the CSW is no joke. Okay, so I got into that practice. It helped me because again, I have ADHD, and I sometimes can't filter information. I need to be a little bit more involved. The best form of memory. The best form of memory retention is in writing. I've done as much, I'm studying the brain. So the best form is in writing. Flashcards are next. Reading is last, unless you have a super memory. And I ain't gonna hate on you, okay? But you will have be able to download these. It's just blocking me on here. And then I gave you a quiz for the maps. Oh, here's what they kind of look like. Great. The maps kind of look like these. When you get the map, it'll have like a dash. It'll have like a line here and a line here. Fill it all out, okay? Right? Fill it all out. Does anybody, I mean, I hope y'all didn't see that all the way, but does anybody know what country this is? So in my brain, nobody wants to know what's in my brain. Spain. Okay. Anybody else?
France.
That is correct. This is France. Okay. Now, Know what, and then you want to fill in the bordering country. Okay. Because that might help you with memory. You might want to put in some topography, like where the mountains are, right? Where's the topography every country? If you know where some lakes, draw all the stuff in there. List the grapes. So what I did was I put this on one side and filled all the regions in. And then on the back, I would flip it over and then I'd write all the grapes down. And then I'd write all the main top regions down. I would write down their wine laws and I would go that route. But that's me because I needed a lot more support. But the maps kind of look like this. Okay. Let's see. And you can Google mind maps everywhere. Okay. You can Google them everywhere. All right. Does anybody know what this country is? No, so to help me remember, right? Depends on the map you have. But if this was me, I'd be like, this is the face. This is her hair. This is a woman. This is her nose. She got a little craggly chin. Maybe she's a witch-ish. No shout out to witches. She's an old woman to help me remember. But who put it in the chat? They think they know what it is. You have to say it out loud. Say it out loud.
I said Spain
All right. You're right.
because I think that's Portugal
It's
next
Spain.
to it, right?
Facts. Yep, you're right. So, see? Yep, they're together. All right, so, these are just some good maps. They help. They help you. This is, again, on there. And then the printable ones are here. It's just being a hater on me right now. All right. So, okay, so one of the things about the level, if you didn't do the level 1, this is your first time, is the tasting grid, okay? You will not have any blind tastings for level 2, but you definitely need to start to get with the terminology of the tasting grid, okay? The level 2 grid. And looks like this. Definitely go and print this out, go laminate it at the library or take it to Kinko's. Shrink it, make it small. Okay, keep one in your in your wallet or whatever. Keep one in your study guide. The tasting grid. So there are 6 tasting grids. See, the CMS has one, Master Sommeliers have one, the International Guild has one. They have one for everybody, has a different grid. And then there's the 360 grid that has all of the tasting profiles on there. So, but definitely these are going to help you with your approach to wine. Okay, so if you go into level 3, so to me, again, the level 2 is like an associate's. Level 3 to me is like a bachelor's. Tess ain't no joke. It's no joke. Okay. I tell people all the time, you can Google it if you want to, how hard the test is. Okay. To me, when you go, the diploma is what it is. It's like a 4-year degree, basically. Actually, the diploma is not like a 4-year degree. If there was something right above that, because it's 6 units, right? And it is no joke, the diploma program. If you do not want to take the diploma program, some people just take that unit 6, which is the business side, and just so they can learn that part. But if you want to do the diploma, that's a serious commitment, okay? The other level, okay, on the other side is then you go to CSW and the CSS, Certified Specialist of Wine, Certified Spirits Specialist. Those to me, in my opinion, scratch real hard up to a master level program, a 7-year program, because what you have, the amount of stuff that you have to learn. So all of these matter when it comes to levels, and then it goes up from there. And then, you know, everybody know there's MS and then there's MW. And Master Sommelier more has to do with hospitality and service so much, and you know, and blind tastings and tasting. Master Wine has to do much with education, has to do with academia, has to do you have to write like an 80-page paper as your thesis. I love my daughter, but I can't write 80 pages. I can't write 80 pages on her. Okay. Now I do have 2 theses that I would do if I decide to go there, but I'm not. I'm good. I'm good. But let's pretend like we're going through this wine. How do you use your systematic approach when you're doing this, right? So I'll give you guys an example. So let's say I was, can everybody see the wine? I'm assuming y'all can. Okay. So let's say we're doing this wine and I'm drinking, this is a non-alcoholic, alcohol-free, it's not de-alcoholized, it's 0%, but it's a Sauvignon Blanc. So first, you're going to, I told you guys what it is, but we're going to assess. Okay. Is this wine, the first one is clarity. Okay. Is it clear or hazy? This is clear. I can see through it. Okay. Intensity, pale, medium, or deep. So they want to know about the color, right? Do you feel like it's a pale color? Is it really medium or is it really deep? Usually pale would be for white, right? Medium, probably like an oak Chardonnay. Medium would probably be a Vino Verde. Medium definitely would be rosé, and then deep we usually have to do it reds. Okay. Then it's gonna ask you about color. There's only 3 here: lemon, gold, or amber. I would say this to me is a lemon. It's a light lemon. Okay. A light lemon in color. If you don't have a background, I don't have a piece of paper, but if you don't have a background, put up a white piece of paper in front of the wine so you can see the color. Or when you hold it down, put the paper here. Okay. This is light lemon. Or lemon. If I have to pick one, it's lemon. All right, nose. Everything's clean unless it's bad. Okay. Everything's clean unless it's bad. Blind faults are a process. My nose is a horrible mess. I could never be a master som because I don't have a nose. I would have to deduct, okay? Because I have allergies. I heard that if you use the nasal sprays for allergies, it messes with your ability to smell the wine. I talked to my doctor about that. She's gonna look it up. That's what we were told back. I've been told that for a couple master psalms. I don't know if that's necessarily true or not. She's gonna tell me. All right, intensity. Is this intense? No. I'm sorry, nose. The nose on this is not intense. I would say this is it's light. Now, that's because my palate's not that great. It's light, it's not intense. Some Sauvignon Blancs can be medium in on the nose. Pronounced as something that's super fragrant, right? Like Gewürztraminer. Just a floral explosion, okay? Aroma characteristics. So first thing I've been told is you ask, first question is it a fruit? So then you name the fruit. The next thing is the winemaker techniques. That's oak or stainless steel. What does it do? Or not oak. What does it do? And then the third one, the tertiary, is they call it or other factors. I like a wine that's giving me all three. Okay. That's just my love. That's where my heart is. But that's kind of how it goes. And you'll see that more in level 2, but that's something to get your mind involved in. Okay. So this is fruit. When you ask for white fruits, you just kind of either going one way or another. You first to say, is it apple or is it stone fruit before you get to the other things? So you got to answer those questions. Okay. And then, there's all the stone fruits. Then you're going to ask yourself, as you start to get more advanced, you're going to ask yourself, is the fruit bruised? Is the fruit hard? Is it a medium, just a perfect specimen of fruit, right? You'll start asking that because it tastes different. Is it worth it to get one of those tasting or smelling kits? I would say it depends on you. If you can afford to get it, or have somebody pay for it as a scholarship, because I have seen that. I have seen people ask for kits to be paid for under some kind of scholarship program, and they did get them. Or go on your own journey. Do a whole week of citrus, do a whole week of berries, do a whole week of apples, right? To get your palate together. Blindfold yourself when you're doing it. Sniff a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, and then also have your coffee grounds so you can reset your palate. All right. So that's kind of how, the grid. I don't want to keep going through, but you want to this is how you're going to be answering questions. If you're in a verbal systematic approach and they start asking you, okay, we want you to name the wine, you're going to pull up your sheet and you're going to go through the sheet. Okay. I still pull mine up. It helps. Okay. Is this wine dry? Yes. Is it low? This is medium acid. It's right in the middle. Tannins are low because there are none here. Body, this is a light. This 0 alcohol wine has some weight on it, y'all. I would say this is medium minus. Oh, we can't say that here. Medium. I will go with medium over light. Does it have any floral notes? No. Any spice? No. Vegetal? No. This was stainless steel. And then they did double fermentation. The finish on this. How do you know finish? All right. So under 10 seconds is short. 30 seconds is medium, and anything after 30 seconds is long. Okay. Finish. Does that make sense? And then quality, this is acceptable, but these were how you would guys come with the conclusion. And then what's the back of it? Oh, I forgot. This is on the back. I forgot, y'all. So if you struggle, after you say you recognize it as fruit, here's all the categories: stone fruit. So I would say that this was green apple. If I had to say citrus, I would say it's peel. So there's juice, there's peel, and there's pulp. Okay. Get to know all three. I would say this is definitely peel. It is lemon. Nope, it's lime peel. No stone fruit. I'm not getting anything tropical on here. And then it goes, and this has nothing to do with this. Okay, none of these apply. This is a French, yeah, so there's no mint on here. It's very straightforward. So, but these are things you just definitely want to have. I had mine, I strunk mine into and put it it was in my wallet. I would just kind of take it out. Now, I guess you guys could just have it on your phone because that's how we do. Take it with you. Go to some tastings. Go to happy hour, y'all. They still have them. And take your grid with you and start writing things down, okay? Because that's what you should do. It helps. Oh, I gotta start over. Okay, let's go. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. This is where we were at. Anybody got any questions? All right, so I actually put a video here of a woman going through the tasting grid. Go check it out. It'll help you. She has a great explanation on there about what each category is involved, and that she also can, get you into practice. If you guys are in a study session, you should probably start tasting together. Everybody agree on something that everybody can try to find, and there's the power of Zoom and everything. You don't have to necessarily be in each other's space. You should get you a squad, as I call it, a squad. I don't know if you guys all study together, if there's people here and there. If you're in the same state, try to meet up. We just threw everybody's name out there so y'all can get in touch with each other. All right. So, kind of towards the middle of the book, you guys are going to go over storage line and storing conditions. You definitely need to know temperatures and where you should store wine, how to decant, all forms of decantation, okay? All them crazy there's about how many ways to decant? I think there's 8 ways. There are 10 different wine opening styles. If you work the floor, you have to know at least 4. You have to know how to use 4 different wine keys. Decanting on the floor and decanting at your house, of course, and decanting with wine tastings events are different. So learn those different styles and how to identify faulty wines. They don't do a really good job on that. Wine faults, look those up. And I would look up wine faults. And then when you guys do any kind of a search, put in the year 2025 so you can bring up the most recent information. And if you want free stuff, put PDF free online 2025, and then it'll come up. It'll give you what it can give. Okay. So how much time do you guys need to spend? I don't know if you all have classrooms, but you definitely should spend at least realistically, if you could spend like 3 hours a week on your tests, that's either 30 minutes a day, or 30 minutes 5 times a week, or at 3 times a week, an hour. I definitely would do it. I would break it up into actual book study one day, then actually working in the workbook one day, and then using my maps and flashcards the next day. Where do you get? I will show you. You can make your own flashcards, and I'll show you where to get some flashcards. Okay. This kind of gives a nice little breakdown. I don't know if this is kind of accurate because this has to do with class time, but you definitely should spend some time on this. The majority of the test is here, but these are some people forget about this stuff down here because they're so focused on this up here and all the grapes and stuff. And this is where you will lose points. Trust me when I say. All right. So practice with mock exams, take multiple choice quizzes, and get comfortable with that format. Here's some practice tests here. This one has 20 questions. This is for everything. And then this one has 50 questions. Okay. This is the same dude. His website was dope. He had everything on here. All right. Flashcards, y'all. Oh, let me go back. Sorry. Flashcards will save your life. Did I get them on here? I'll make sure this has the link. the one that I put on here is from the same guy. Let's see. Yeah, is this? Yeah, okay. Where is he at? Ha, here he is. Same dude. Oh, no, that's not it. I'll find it. His name was something Link. Anyway, I'll put it back on there. He has 300 flashcards on there. I don't know if they're printable. I think they might be. There's three options. He either have you can do true or false style, you can do multiple choice style, or you can do fill in the blank style, right? On the flashcards. I gave you guys some. Okay, let's go through the books. Any questions so far? All right, so this is a spot that you guys can get some form of books, bookcases, some forms of books. This site is called Scribe. Now, when I took my level 3 way back in the day, and when I took it, well, I had to study for it like 3 or 4 times because I started and stopped. But when I took it, I could not afford the book at that time. So I Googled some stuff and sifted through so many things, and I found this site called Scribed. Now, oh my gosh, somebody's still coming in the room. You can download for free for 30 days, okay? It is definitely recommended that you sign up for Scribe. Use it for 30 days. They have so much stuff on here. Okay, so there are books on here. Hold on. Practice exams. You guys, they have the study guide is on here. Once you sign up with your email, and you can go and download the book, okay? I don't know where y'all live, but our library, where we live, you can print at least 100 pages for free. They had it, you can print anything after COVID, and then people were in there literally printing like several books. So they was like, all right, so you only can do 100 a day. Take the link and send it to Kinko's or whatever, or use your own ink. I wouldn't use my own ink. I would use their ink and pay for it. But go and print these up. Everything is on here, okay? Now, I think I saw the most recent version of the book was 2023. That still works. Oh, so this one I sent you to is a grid. Now I didn't see this last time, but look at this, y'all. Look, it has all the grapes, and then it tells you if it's a cool or warm climate. It gives you the acid, the tannins, the sweetness, the body, the flavor, the oak, all of this. I was like, oh, I don't know. This made me excited. I don't know about you. I'm a nerd. I don't want to write all this down. Shoot. So it has, everything's on here, y'all. So that was what the grape grid was. When I saw this, I said, I think I would want this. Don't think I won't be printing this out. Okay. Here's some WSET flashcard PDF. It's 34 pages. Oh, who's the spirits? Spirits. Who's spirit?
Me, I came back.
Okay.
Janine.
Right in time. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here you are right here, girl.
Okay.
You got spirits. They got, well, level 1, but they have spirits on here. Hold on. Let me go down. They got level 3 on here, level 3 spirits. Everything is on here. If you type in, they even got some diploma stuff on here. Anyway, if you type in, I don't know why this is popping up everywhere we go. Anyway, let me go back up. So if you type in WSET, it'll come up with more stuff. So let's go and type it in. See how it has all the levels? Okay, I'm gonna just give you spirits, just give you a little shine real quick. Let me go back up to the top because it's changing. This computer is slow. But they do have spirit, look, they do have spirit stuff here. So, and it actually has the dates. So what you can do now, if you are ChatGPT savvy, you can put this whole document in there and ask them what are the differences between, or what are the updates from 2020 to 2025. I honestly believe ChatGPT would be able to tell you. I don't know, wait. I don't know if ChatGPT is up in 2025 yet, though. I think I read that OpenAI is only up to 23. But you can still check. You can also Google it on the internet. There's a lot of people who put it on Reddit. Oh, here's the differences. Or sometimes, again, if you're in the WSET email genre, whatever, I've seen them say, "Hey, you guys, here are the latest updates," and it won't be a lot. So you can find it, but it's still better than having nothing. And majority of this will be on the test. They only end up updating. It's the same core book and they just add like new information, if that makes sense. So this is a great spot called Scribd, you guys. I love Scribd. It helps you out. If you don't have the book, go on here. Look, they have, you can have something that's better than nothing. Okay. There's a lot of different ones on here, but like this was updated in 2023 and it's 122 pages. Okay, and again, if you don't want to put this on your computer and with your files and stuff, just go to, I don't know if y'all like to go to the library, go somewhere, go to somebody's house, whatever. But look, it has all kinds of stuff, practice exam questions. This was on, somebody put this, she's a blessing. This from 24. It's got 50 multiple choice questions. So I was in there downloading everything and I put it in a binder all together, printed everything out. And I made 2 copies of my workbooks because I needed that assistance. So again, this is a great place for you guys to go find resources. And this is for all books if you want to know, okay? Does Scribd do more than books now? They might do something. I think they have a link to the Library of Congress for some things too. And while it's still alive, okay, shoot, while it's still alive. But this is a great place to find some resources. There's another workbook here. This is 122 pages. They got practice questions on here. So yeah. All right. Oh, they got a sparkling wine on here. Might have to go back to that. All right, study guide. I actually put so you can find direct links, so you don't have to look too much. This was a 29-page study guide that I thought in 2023, so this is a good resource. A workbook is on here. Can I click on it? It took me all the way back. Huh. Okay, yeah, workbook. It won't let me click down there, but I put a link to a workbook down there that you guys can print out, okay? And again, that site is free for 30 days. And then I think it goes up to like, I think it was $16 a month. I forgot to take it out. All right, so let's just kick on to the back. So after this, after you guys start preparing, you're gonna start taking your test. I think I got an email and somebody was asking, what can you do with your level 2? I said, well, first you got to figure out what you want to do, period. So, and then someone asked about what's the difference between the WSET versus the CMS, which is the certified, it's the intro for the master sommelier, because there's entry, and then there's advanced, and then it goes and it goes and it goes. So I kind of just looked up what the differences was. You guys can read through it. Each one of these you can click on to see what the differences are between the two. I think it just comes down to if you want to work on the floor or if you want to learn about wine. So that kind of what it comes down to. You can do a lot of things with level 1, but besides being a sommelier, that's a conversation you could definitely have with yourself about if you want to do that. But you can, it's a pretty good, solid resource for education, and you can start to apply for working into the wine industry. There are so many different positions in wine and the beverage. Food and beverage people make more, food and beverage managers make more money than sommeliers. Wine directors are usually over, more than one spot. There's a lot of different ways that you can be involved in wine, vineyardly, being on property, off property, education. Now content creation is actually a real thing. There's a degree for it, right? So there are spaces that you can do. I would say that if you decide to continue your journey with wine and you don't want to go into hospitality on the floor, quote unquote, then level 3 is your next best bet. And that's kind of it, y'all. I'm gonna unshare, so if you guys have any questions, we can kind of go through those.
I have
If someone's talking, I can't. Okay.
Hi, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm considering taking this in person because I'm also a neurodivergent. So I'm thinking that it's going to help me with taking in the information. But from your experience, do people feel more comfortable taking it online or in person?
If you have ADHD, you need to go to class.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's it. Now, let me just, if you can, if you are in a live class, that's helpful too, right? But if there's no, and then there's some visuals, I would say do that, okay? Because I had to do that with the CSW, okay? But if you can go to class, go to class.
Okay, I took level 1 in person and I felt like it was helpful to like walk through the tasting like with the group.
Wish you had to call me. I would have told you to stop wasting your time.
I know. I have this thing about just starting at
Girl,
the beginning.
stop.
I know. And also I met you in Chicago and you were definitely a push for me to go into this. And
okay.
I met you at JBS. So
well, I don't know about that. You already knew what was going on. I would just tell you that if you have neurodivergency like I do, then yeah, if you can't go to class, go to class. If you are a mom, go to class. Okay. I would say that would be it. And when I do the level 3, I did not pass my level 3. Okay. So I know completely now how to take the test, right? And when I teach that class, that's what we're gonna be like, I failed it, so you don't have to, okay? And that's a whole nother conversation because that is a whole nother type of test, okay? But I would say if you can go to class, go to class. It's a good way. See if they have live sessions, join a study group. I think the difference between online and the class is like you actually get to taste the wine in the class with everybody. They have some live ones where they send you the wine, pay extra. That's happening now. But I definitely would if you can go.
I did the
I'll see you.
virtual
Mm.
for level 2. I did the virtual, but the school offered sample sets. So you went to the school, picked up the sample sets, and like being able to taste the wine as they
Yeah.
were going through everything was like a game changer. So like I
Yeah.
looked at a couple of different schools. Some you had to go just buy bottles, but this one gave you little like 3-ounce sample sets. So if you're in the DC area, the Capital Wine School was freaking
Jay,
amazing. I mean, I didn't pass the
that's
test.
where I
I didn't
went.
study either, but it was like a really great class to take.
Yeah, Jay Yeomans is the professor. He's an MW. That's the class I took. I started in Virginia at the Washington Wine Academy, and when he moved to Bethesda, I said, "Well, why would I not go with you?" Okay. And if you guys, I don't know how with the payment system, I don't know if you guys are paying on your own. If you're struggling with that, listen, go talk to the people. If you can't find a grant or the money, or you're applying, because it's scholarship season is kind of happening right now, right? But y'all ask for help. I ask for help. Okay. I have done that, and that I got a discount. My CSW class, I forget how much it was because it's only online. But Janice is a badass, okay? The woman who teaches it. I emailed them, said I couldn't afford it. She sent me something back, so you can pay this much. Yep, let me in. Ask questions. Okay, it doesn't matter how you get in. Definitely again, that area for the books, go and download. If you print it out, even if it's an older book, it still is a basis, right? It's still better than nothing. Ask if we had a Facebook group that people would join. Look, search and see if there's some that they may let you in. There's some people who have old books and they don't want them anymore. I've seen people post, "Hey, if you don't want your old book, can I have it? Can you send it to me? I'll pay you like $20. And people are mailing the books to them. If you're in DC, go to Library of Congress while it's still open.
While it's still open.
While it's still
Hi guys. Also, the McBride sisters also has the She Can grant, and I was able to receive a scholarship from them. I was very, young in my journey, so I used mine for an introductory Somm class. But you can use it for any course. And it can include the wine as well. So I got the entire wine kit with mine. So you guys can apply for that grant.
Any more questions? Oh wait, how does it open? How does what open?
I believe I applied for mine in spring and got the news in the fall. But I haven't looked it up for this year. I apologize.
Okay, Janine asked, okay, yeah, we went over there. It's all the tests. So all the tests, every year they change the tests a little bit, but yes, the same 50 multiple choice questions. You have to get 28 out of 50 right, and 55% is the passing grade. Any other questions? All right, you guys, well, you can reach out. Like I said, we will, when this is over in about a day, I will send this in a PDF form, and then you guys, with the links will be on there. And then you guys can go through them and go find that site called Scribed and go print out those workbooks and study guides to help you guys do the flash. Quizlet also, I forgot, Quizlet has a lot of people have downloaded their flashcards on Quizlet, and that's free. There's some more questions. Here we go. Oh, thank you. You're welcome so much. Do I have any recommendation of finding tasting groups? Yeah, they have one. I'll talk. I'll hit you up, Shannon. There's a couple of them in here, in Denver right now. I just go to a lot of trade tastings, because right now we're in trade tasting season. So if you can come to the trade tastings during the day, you should just come to those. You'll taste a lot of wine there. Yeah, I'll be a slow wine. I'll be there. I'm going to go to the seminar, so I'll see you there. But yeah, and then I'm having one in June, so I'll send you if you want to come to that. I'm having one at Botanical Gardens. But yeah, find yourself a tasting group. Go to some. Here's a trick: if you are a part of a really good wine store, like DC has some great wine stores, right? If you go to part of a really good wine store, ask them, do they have a tasting group? Do they have a tasting? Do they host a tasting group? Sometimes they do, and people don't know because it's probably with their friends or whatever. But ask them, can you join, or do they know anybody? There's some great resources. Ask your beverage reps too. You guys are now kind of I would say, part of trade. Okay, go find trade events. How do you find trade events? You go to the distributors. Go Google all the distributors in your area. Then you go on their website and see if they posted there. Most of them don't because they're whack. They used to do it on do they still 750? But you have to really, it's hard to sign up to 750 unless you like have a lot, unless you're a large person. Urban Grape House, okay. Find the track, go look up the distributors in your area and call them and say, hey, are you guys having spring trade tastings right now? People are starting to have them. March is crazy. Okay. I can't even think. Okay. We have March, kind of April. And when I talk about trade tasting, I'm talking about 3 in a week. Okay. They're usually during the day. So sometimes you got to figure that out. Some are at night, but most of them are in the day between 12 and 4. You're in there and there's tasting about 200 to 300 wines, right? Go in and spit everything out. Just spit it out, but make notes, take pictures, go find the trade tastings. If you have a really trusted wine store, a large wine store, Total Wine, I don't care. Ask them, hey, do you guys have trade tasting? Are you in a trade? Yeah, I'm in a trade. If you want to make a card, fine. Tell them I already took level 2. Don't even matter, right? I'm in the trade. And start going to the trade tastings if you can. Anything else? All right, folks. Good luck. Eyes here. I start drinking in 2 more weeks. Ha! Already. I'm so ready. Okay. And then I hope to see you guys, some people on the trail. And if not, and if you guys are eventually going to take level 3, then definitely, if you know you're going to take level 3, then well, you don't have to come up to the class because there's already a lot. That's a lot. Level 2 is enough. But anyway, good luck everybody, and I'll see y'all around.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think I'm going to pause the recording.